Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everybody. How are you? So now we are at lesson number 5, myths about dengue. As usual, I'm going to call out your names. Ernie Zuraida, Intan Bashira, Aiman Aizuddin, Muhammad Faris Farhan, Muhammad Azim, Zuhakimi, Zulkifli, Adan Nazri, Zikri, Muhammad Haris, Zarul Hakimi, Muhammad Imran, Muhammad Aidil, Syarif, Muhammad Nudin, Amiruddin, Al-Amin, Amin Amukamal, Amin Haikal, Arif Izwan, Nur Aiman, Faiq, Ikhwan, Adam, Syarafi, Muzaffar, Alif Fikri, Muhammad Daniel, Muhammad Isyad, and Zainuddin MZ. How are you? Are you okay now? Don't be so overwhelmed, right? So let's begin. Lesson 5, myths about dengue. What's the meaning of myth? Myth. Myth is something that you might hear being said, but there's no scientific proof. It's not scientifically proven. That's what I meant to say. See, a traditional story without an author that is usually intended to teach a lesson. Okay. There are some real myths, but we don't know that. And I'm just saying, myths sometimes, and most of the time, myths are not true. So the myth about dengue. Listening exercise. What is a myth? A myth is a widely held false belief or idea. Listen to the audio and answer the questions below. Okay, guys, this is lesson number 5. And I'm going to tell you, the audio is a bit challenging. Okay, it's not straightforward. The audio doesn't simply say, okay, look at question number 1. Which fruit is thought to increase the chance of a mosquito bite? The text wouldn't say bananas is thought to increase the chance of mosquito bite. Therefore, the answer should be bananas. No, it's not like that. So let's listen for the first round. And while you are listening, please look at the text on page 21.
5 myths about dengue. Myth 1. Bananas. Some probably would have heard that consuming bananas during the night ultimately increases your chances of getting bitten by mosquitoes. Well, according to a study conducted by CNN in 2012, fruits, including bananas and garlic, have actually been proven not to influence mosquito bites all that much. Myth 2. They prefer women. Women do not get more susceptible to mosquito bites during their ovulation period. The theory suggested that women released more hormones, especially during the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. However, no studies have been able to prove the truth behind this suggested theory. Myth 3. Dark clothing attracts mosquitoes. Wearing dark-colored clothing does not affect the outcome of getting bitten. Despite being a common myth among folks, in actuality, wearing black clothing does not equate to a person getting bitten, nor being more susceptible from getting mosquito bites. Myth 4. You cannot get dengue twice. Many have the misconception that once a person has suffered dengue fever before, it will not be able to recur. This statement is false, as patients can in fact get dengue more than once in their lifetime. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains of virus. Therefore, being infected once does not mean the person is unable to contract the virus again. Myth 5. Transferred via physical contact. The belief that an infected person is able to transmit the virus through physical contact is false. Dengue is carried by a vector, which is the Aedes mosquito. These mosquitoes spread the virus through biting an infected person. The information presented has been compiled from the World Health Organization and CNN.com. Thank you.
Okay, there you have it. 5 myths and 5 questions. You want to go through the questions together with me, or you prefer to do it on your own? What? You want to do it on your own? Okay lah. We are going to listen to this one more time, and I'm going to pause after the first myth.
5 myths about dengue. Myth 1. Bananas. Some probably would have heard that consuming bananas during the night ultimately increases your chances of getting bitten by mosquitoes. Well, according to a study conducted by CNN in 2012, fruits, including bananas and garlic, have actually been proven not to influence mosquito bites all that much.
So, what's your answer for question number 1? Which fruit is thought to increase the chance of mosquito bite? In the audio, it says people believe it's bananas, but it's not. So if it's not bananas, then what is the answer? Let's go through one more time.
5 myths about dengue. Myth 1. Bananas. Some probably would have heard that consuming bananas during the night ultimately increases your chances of getting bitten by mosquitoes. Well, according to a study conducted by CNN in 2012, fruits, including bananas and garlic, have actually been proven not to influence mosquito bites all that much.
There you go. Second time. Okay. The audio said bananas increase the chance of a mosquito bite? No. There's a study saying that no, it's not. So, what should be the answer? Moving on, question number 2.
Myth 2. They prefer women. Women do not get more susceptible to mosquito bites during their ovulation period. The theory suggested that women released more hormones, especially during the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. However, no studies have been able to prove the truth behind this suggested theory. Myth 3. Dark clothing.
Okay, there's no truth, saying that point number 2, there's no truth, no scientific proof. So anyway, the person said, what? Women, when are women thought to have a higher chance of attracting mosquitoes? When? Any mention of pregnancy? That's your...
They prefer women. Women do not get more susceptible to mosquito bites during their ovulation period. The theory suggested that women released more hormones, especially during the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. Bitten by the mosquitoes, especially during the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes.
There you have it. Need more time to think? Good. I guess you got the answer for question number 2. Moving on to question number 3. What type of clothing is believed to attract mosquitoes? Dark or dirty? In the text, in the audio, you can see here he say dark.
However, no studies have been able to prove the truth behind this suggested theory. Myth 3. Dark clothing attracts mosquitoes. Wearing dark-colored clothing does not affect the outcome of getting bitten. Despite being a common myth among folks, in actuality, wearing black clothing does not equate to a person getting bitten, nor being more susceptible from getting mosquito bites. Myth 4.
So Miss 3 says, it is believed. It is believed, okay? So it is believed, what? Dark clothing or dirty clothing? So you must listen carefully. I guess the guy didn't even mention about dirty. Listen to him one more time regarding this.
Being a common myth among folks, in actuality, wearing black clothing does not equate to a person getting bitten, nor being more susceptible. Wearing dark colored
back again.
Theory. Myth 3.
Myth 3.
Dark clothing attracts mosquitoes. Wearing dark colored clothing does not affect the outcome of getting bitten, despite being a common myth.
Okay, guys, so we are talking about myths. There's no scientific reason, or there's no scientific explanation. Explanation meaning they don't conduct research and they get all the answers. So for question number 3, I guess is the answer is very clear as day. So one last time for the text.
Clothing attracts mosquitoes. Wearing dark colored clothing does not affect the outcome of getting bitten, despite being a common myth among folks. In actuality, wearing black clothing does not equate to a person getting bitten.
So he says dark clothing is being among the myth, meaning people believe that wearing dark clothing attracts mosquitoes. So the answer is in your hand. So choose.
Nor being more susceptible from getting mosquito bites. Myth 4. You cannot get dengue twice. Many have the misconception that once a person has suffered dengue fever before, it will not be able to recur. This statement is false, as patients can in fact get dengue more than once in their lifetime. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains of virus. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains of virus. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains.
Check your mathematics. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains of virus. Didn't mention 7, so.
Get dengue more than once in their lifetime. Dengue is caused by 4 different strains of virus. Therefore, being infected once does not mean the person is unable to contract the virus again. Myth 5. Transferred via physical contact. The belief that an infected person is able to transmit the virus through physical contact is false. Dengue is carried by a vector, which is the Aedes mosquito. These mosquitoes spread the virus through biting an infected person. The information presented has been compiled from the World Health Organization and CNN.com. Thank you.
So there you have it, guys. Dengue virus may not spread through what? It says that you need mosquitoes and you need some kind of contact. So there's a huge difference between the answer between A and B. And use your logic, choose your own answer. Moving on, okay, listen to the audio again. So this is the third time you are listening to the audio. Fill in the blanks with the correct words.
Five myths about dengue. Myth 1. Bananas. Some probably would have heard that consuming bananas during the night ultimately increases your chances of getting bitten by a mosquito.
Increases. During the night ultimately increases your chance of being bitten by mosquitoes. Increases.
Your chances of getting bitten by a mosquito. ultimately increases your chances of getting during the night ultimately increases your chances of getting bitten by mosquitoes? Well, according to a study conducted by CNN in 2012,
Okay.
According to a study conducted by CNN in 2012, fruits, including bananas and garlic, have actually been proven not to influence mosquito bites all that much. Myth 2. They prefer women. Women do not get more susceptible to mosquito bites during their ovulation period. The theory suggested that women released more hormones. The theory suggested that women released more ovulation period. The theory suggested that women released more hormones, especially during the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. Becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. Becoming more attractive the time of their ovulation, therefore becoming more attractive to get bitten by the mosquitoes. However, no studies have been able to prove the truth behind this suggested theory. If to get bitten by the mosquitoes. However, no studies have been able to prove the truth behind this suggested theory. Myth 3. Dark clothing attracts mosquitoes. Wearing dark.
Okay, hold on. So I've checked. We only have 2 paragraphs, myth 1 and myth 2. So just do it. We are done with this one. Okay, let's move on to reading exercise. So reading exercise is this one. Section C, right? Section C, reading exercise. Okay then. Do you want to read, or do you want the computer to read for you? You want to read on your own? Okay, I'll let the computer read for you. Let me introduce you to this website. I just Googled around and I found this. naturalreaders.com/online. Is you just Google read text online, you paste, and the computer will read for you, and it's natural. Trust me. Okay, hold on to your text and let's listen together. In 3, 2, 1, go.
When we are young, we learn that tigers and sharks are dangerous animals. We might be scared of them because they are big and powerful. As we get older, however, we learn that sometimes the most dangerous animals are also the smallest animals. In fact, the animal that kills the most people every year is one that you have probably killed yourself many times, which is the mosquito. It may seem that all mosquitoes are biters, but this is actually not the truth. Male mosquitoes feed on plant nectar. On the other hand, female mosquitoes feed on animal blood. They need this blood to live and produce eggs. When a female mosquito bites a human being, it transmits a small amount of saliva into the blood. This saliva may or may not contain a deadly disease. The result of the bite can be as minor as an itchy bump or as serious as death. A mosquito can bite many people in the course of its life, therefore it can carry diseases from one person to another very easily. 2 of the most deadly diseases carried by mosquitoes are malaria and yellow fever. More than 700 million people become sick from the diseases every year. At least 2 million of these people will die from these diseases. Many scientists are working on safer and better ways to kill mosquitoes. There is no sure way to protect everyone in the world from their deadly bite. Mosquito nets can be placed over beds to protect people against being bitten. These nets help people to stay safe at night, but they do not kill any mosquitoes. Mosquitoes have many natural enemies like bats, birds, dragonflies, and certain kinds of fish. Bringing more of these animals into places where mosquitoes live might help cut down the amount of mosquitoes in that area. This is a natural solution, but it does not always work very well. Mosquitoes can also be killed with poisons and sprays. Even though these sprays kill mosquitoes, they may also harm other plants and animals. Although mosquitoes may not seem as scary as larger and more powerful animals, they are far more dangerous to human beings. However, things are changing. It is possible that one day scientists will find a way to keep everyone safe from mosquitoes and the diseases they carry.
Are you not impressed? I'm very impressed. Naturalreaders.com. Okay. Let's see. Take the time to read on your own, please. So we have voices, all English, Spanish, German, Swedish. Well, that's all we have. For I don't know whether we have other readers. Nope, no reader for our Malay language. Anyway, Google Translate can translate the text if you're not sure. Oops, miss. English detected. Want it to be in Malay. IJKL. Dah. Mitos. Myth is mitos. And that. Okay. This is for the weak ones. Listen and read at the same time, okay? When we are young, we learn that tigers and sharks are dangerous animals. Okay? We might be scared of them because they are big and powerful. As we get older, however, we learn that sometimes the most dangerous animals are also the smallest animals. Here, okay? The most dangerous animals is the smallest one. In fact, the animal that kills the most people every year is one that you have probably killed yourself many times, which is the mosquito. Okay, mosquito kills many times, and you had killed a lot, many of them. It may seem that all mosquitoes are biters, but this is actually not the truth. Okay? Not all mosquitoes are biters. Male mosquitoes feed on plant nectar. Okay? Plant nectar. On the other hand, female mosquitoes feed on animal blood. So the female one, they feed on animal blood, animal and humans, right? They need this blood to live and produce eggs. They need this blood to produce eggs, so they need this blood. When a female mosquito bites a human being, it transmits a small amount of saliva into the blood. So when the female mosquito bit human being, so it transmits saliva, bit saliva in the blood. So this saliva may or may not contain a deadly disease. May or may not contain deadly disease. The result of the bite can be minor as an itchy bump or as serious as death. Can be itchy or death. A mosquito can bite many people in the course of its life, therefore it can carry diseases from one person to another very easily. So I don't know how long mosquito lives, but say a month. So they can carry a disease from one person to the other. So, and these mosquitoes, dengue, they are living in city, in clean water, and in city, there are many people living very close to each other. Two of the most deadly diseases carried by mosquitoes are malaria and yellow fever. Malaria is malaria in English, in VM, and yellow fever. More than 700 million people become sick from the disease every year. So 700 million become sick every year. At least 2 million of these people will die from these diseases. 2 million. Many scientists are working on safer and better ways to kill mosquitoes. Safer ways. There is no sure way to protect everyone in the world from their deadly bite. Until then, mosquito nets can be placed over beds to protect people against being bitten. Kelambu, mosquito nets. I used to sleep in mosquito nets when I was small. Okay, these nets help people to stay safe at night. Jadi membantu, safe at night, but they do not kill any mosquitoes. So mosquito nets, they never kill. Like the net that you use to prevent, say, flies from getting to your food. It doesn't kill the fly. Mosquitoes have many natural enemies like bats, birds, dragonflies, and certain kinds of fish. Okay, common enemy. Bringing more of these animals into places where mosquitoes live might help cut down the amount of mosquitoes in that area. This is a natural solution, but it does not always work very well. See, you can bring bats, birds, dragonflies to where the mosquito lives, but doesn't really work very well. Mosquitoes can also be killed with poison and sprays. Even though these sprays kills mosquito, they may also harm other plants and animals. See, you can spray them, but they endanger other plants and animals. Although mosquitoes may not seem as scary as larger and more powerful animals, they are far more dangerous to human beings. See, when you see mosquitoes, you don't run, but they are far more dangerous. However, things are changing. It is possible that one day scientists will find a way to keep everyone safe from mosquito. Changing, and the diseases that they carry. So scientists, they will, find a way. Google Translate, easy for you, right? Just type Google Translate with English text to Malay to English. There we go. I'm not going to replay the text. Let's go straight to the question, shall we? True or false? Right, true, T, if it's true. F is if it's false. All mosquitoes are biters and feed on blood. All mosquitoes. The text says all mosquitoes or only the female mosquitoes. And the male mosquitoes, they feed on nectar. The female mosquitoes, they feed on blood. So can we say all mosquitoes are biters, or can we say only female mosquitoes are biters? So this statement says all mosquitoes are biters. So is it true or false? Number two, the saliva transmitted from mosquito bites could cause death. Saliva transmitted from mosquito bites. Say if the mosquito bit you, and there are some saliva, it's true. Oh, sorry. You think of the answers yourself. Diseases are easily spread through mosquito bites. Diseases are easily spread. Yeah, mosquito bite, a person, the other person has dengue, bit another healthy person, the healthy person can get dengue. So diseases are easily spread through mosquito bites. True or false? Sprays are safer to be used in killing mosquitoes as they are not hazardous. Okay? Hazardous, not hazardous. God, a bit close. Never mind. What happened? Google Translate. Hazardous. What does it mean? Tidak berbahaya. So, are sprays safer to be used in killing mosquitoes as they are not hazardous? Look at the text. Last time, see. They may also harm other animals and plants and animals. So, moving on to we are on section C. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, true or false? All right. Let's go to the second task. Complete the task below. Okay, from paragraph 1, a mosquito might be the smallest animal, but it is what? A mosquito might be the smallest animal, but it, from paragraph 1. So, mosquito might be the smallest animal, but it kills the most people every year. Is it? So this is your answer. You see, in answering comprehension question, sometimes stop it. It's just a matter of copying and pasting. But it. Okay, from paragraph 2, what do the male mosquitoes feed on? Paragraph 2. There you go. Male mosquito feed on plant nectar. Can copy this. What do the male mosquito feed on? Just, straight away answer. Easy, right? Why do female mosquitoes feed on animal blood? They need this blood to live and produce eggs. Female mosquito. You don't copy from here. Just overlifting. You just copy from where the point resides. Okay, from paragraph 3, the diseases spread by mosquitoes are paragraph 3. This one. 2 of the most. Copy the whole thing, no problem. Or if you can rephrase, you rephrase. You cannot. For this one, you cannot copy all. See, the diseases spread by mosquitoes are 2 of the most deadly diseases carried by mosquitoes. Don't repeat. Just you stop at R. There you go. That's the answer. So for comprehension, we discuss, along the way, we get the answers together. What is the benefit of having natural enemies in the areas where mosquitoes live? Paragraph 4. Okay. So, cut down the amount of mosquito. So this is the answer. This is a long one, okay? The short one, you can start from here. Okay, short answer, but if you want to answer like this, change all this to it. It might help cut down the amount of mosquitoes in that area. And from paragraph 5, how do people get rid of mosquitoes? Paragraph 5. So how do you get rid of most mosquitoes? Okay, poison and sprays, and what else? Poison and sprays, yeah. Mosquitoes can be killed with poison and sprays. How do people get rid? Get rid. Get out of here. Get rid. We don't want it anymore. So, poison and sprays. Do you have anything else? No. So, congratulations. You have completed your English language module, semester 2, until page 24. Okay, you had done all the hard work yourself. Remember, we have our WhatsApp group. You have each other's numbers. You can discuss with your friends. So before I end this video, there is one more thing that is there's one more PB for us to do. So I shall come up with a special video on that PB. It's called PB Speaking. PB Speaking. Okay, PB Speaking. I shall have a dedicated video, and as you remember, we used to have our Let's Talk activity. Most of you had already submitted video to me in your first semester before June. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So with that, thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Have a nice day. Goodbye.